Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics, and we have another new comic day is upon us. And I also have some stuff arrive in the mail today, so we're gonna go ahead and get into all the books that I got today. And as always, I hope you guys were able to find everything that you were looking for at your local comic book shop, and that all the orders arrived as they were supposed to, and your cubby was full as you expected, and you're able to dive into all those issues and everything. Now, before we get dived into what I picked up today, I do want to let you guys know about my 100 subscriber giveaway. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers. We're real close. When we do, we're going to be giving away this book. It's the Suicide Squad #1, which is the first full team appearance of Deadshot, Deathstroke, Harley Quinn, Duella Dent, and the Black Manta. And all you have to do to win the book is like, comment, and be subscribed to the channel. And that's going to enter you to win. And when we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to randomly pick, do a randomizer, and somebody's going to win the book. So as quietly as I possibly can, just get everything out of the mysterious black bag that we got here from the comic book shop today. And I know it's loud, and I'm trying to get it out of here. There it goes. All right. And we're going to start off with some back issues that I picked up. And then we will get on into what I picked up for New Comic Book Day. All right? Let me just... Yep. Okay. All right. Now, first off, I do want to say, do your own research on this. Don't believe everything I say. I'm kind of speculating on this because I've been reading, as you guys know, I've been picking up some DC here and there. And additionally, I watch a lot of other YouTubers, and I try to keep up on all the titles that are going on right now and what's been going on. And so there's this character that I've seen show up a lot that I think looks really cool. His name is Respawn, and just recently in Deathstroke Incorporated, he was revealed to be the son of Deathstroke. And so then he's also showed up in a few of the Batman issues that I've been reading. Just seems like DC's super heavy pushing him, and he's a cool looking character, the son of Deathstroke. And so I was like, I knew he was a new character, and so I looked it up on a key collector, like, what's his first appearance? And it showed up with this book saying first appearance of Respawn's in Robin #1. And so I was like, I wonder if my comic book shop has it for still reasonable. And they actually still had it at cover price. And so I went ahead and grabbed a copy. It's the first appearance of Respawn. Kind of speculative, and I also really think he's a cool character. So, you can't beat that. Now, we picked up a couple other back issues here. We got Miles Morales Spider-Man from about 2 months ago, 3 months ago. I've picked up the last 2 issues, and I really enjoyed them, and so I figured I would. They had that one there still at cover, so I figured I would grab it. It was an issue I did not have. And then, if you've been watching the channel, I already have a bunch of copies of this, so I don't know why I picked up another one, but I didn't have this variant, and it also is cover appearance of Titan, and. I know, shoot me. I bought another Hulk 6. What have I done? I really like that cover. It was almost like a cover buy. Yeah, let's go with cover buy. Okay, so next up, we have Punisher #2. I'm actually really enjoying this run right now. And, hey, as always, I usually throw it out there. If you're interested in seeing me review any of these, it was such a huge week. I don't think I'd be able to get to reviewing every single thing. So, hey, man, whichever one you're most interested in seeing me review, pop a comment below. So we have Punisher #2, and that's been a really good read. I'm picking that up for the read. And, no spoilers or anything here, but major things are going down in that book. And, yeah it's a good one. Alright, so we got Sabretooth #3 here. The first one started off real strong, the second one kind of, but I'm such a big X-Men fan and Sabretooth fan, I went ahead and picked up 3. I think they're wrapping up with 4, so why not just see where they're going with the storyline. Maybe it picks back up in 3, and I'm all excited and on board again for the last one. And so this is a relaunch of Excalibur, but under a new name. It's Knights of X #1, and it's got a super cool cover. Like I said, super X-Men fan, so I kind of pick up everything that's current X-Men. And then we got a Carnage right here, Carnage #2, and the first one was really creepy, and I'm kind of actually mainly picking this up because, as you guys know, I'm not the most giant horror fan, so the first one I was like, this might be not for me, but I'm really curious to see what V's doing, and I speculate that they're going to turn Carnage into a good guy. I just can't see them. They're saying this is an ongoing title, not a mini, and so I just can't see Marvel doing a long ongoing title that is not based on a hero. And so I kind of expect Carnage to turn into a good guy, and if he does, that's gonna be pretty cool. So that's why I'm on board with that one. And then if you guys watched my review yesterday, you know I picked up a copy of Justice League 75, and that is a really good read right there. Definitely recommend that one. Super cool cover too. It's got an acetate cover that comes out, and the painting behind there, it's real reminiscent of the Marvels books, if you've ever seen any of those old Marvels books from the 90s. And then this one, Batman Detective Comics, and it's just a really cool cover. I love the concept of using the different people to form this riddle, and this is also the start of a new story arc, which is going to involve the Riddler. And like a lot of us, I just saw the new Batman movie, so I'm pretty excited about a Riddler story arc in Batman, and I was like, I'll check that out. I did pick up 2 copies of this. I didn't go too crazy because there's no like key significance to the book outside of the fact that it's a #1. So I got this one, and so it's kind of like just cover buys. I liked both the covers, and I was like, man, I couldn't decide between, so I just got both. I just got both of them. So we got the John Romita, the Rose Besch one too. Like I wanted the Rose Besch one, but I was like, man, I can't buy 3 of these things. So I got the John Romita Jr. one, and I went ahead and got the now I'm blanking on his name, and I went ahead and got the this one as well, and I'm sorry, I'm blanking on his name right now. That's gonna happen. Why it wants to do that to me now? I'll remember a minute after I wrap up the video, right? All right, so let's see, what did I get today in the mail, and what do you guys think the best way to open one of these kind of packages is? Probably a little slice and dice along the side here. Looks like the best way to go to approach it. And we have, so sorry about the sound there. Give me a moment. All right, so there is a little bit of story that goes with this one. Some of you guys might actually know who I purchased this from. If you're here from Journo's Comics or from Comic Book Canon, this is actually, I purchased this from, now I'm blanking on his name. I'm sorry. I purchased this from Saw Marshall. And so if you guys know Saw Marshall from Comic Book Canon, I purchased this from him. We've kind of become good friends and been talking a lot, and he had some books that he was selling that I wanted, and they were books that I used to have. And if you've been watching the channel, they're books that I used to have when I was a kid in that collection. And so as I'm slowly trying to replace the collection I had as a kid with the same books, this is kind of part of that goal, right? So you can probably guess. That's so nice. I saw he put says, "Thank you, Jacob." No, thank you, Saw, for reuniting me with books from my childhood that I was kind of sad that I sold my collection when I was younger, but just, you know, times were what times were. I had to back then. But, you know, you live, you learn, you grow. I'm in a different place in life now, and I kind of have a lot of nostalgia for the things that I used to have. And so I'm slowly rebuilding the collection that I used to have. And this is part of that. So you guys are going to see. We're just going to cut that. Oh, no, it comes all the way off. Never mind. Does the same thing I do. This blue tape is magic if you guys are ever sending books, like, it's right here. If you guys are ever sending books, use the blue tape. Do not tape this stuff with plastic tape. It's awful. It's so hard to tear off. You end up bending up the books trying to get them out. Please don't do that. If you guys ever have to send books, there's a couple of videos I could actually recommend. I am not that kind of channel, but I would recommend Journos has some good videos on how to send books, and Reggie Collects. So those would be the two that I'd recommend if you're unsure of how to package and send books out. I'd recommend those two. Now, let's see here. We're gonna go one by one, and just trying to be super careful because I don't want to bend any of these books. They're all in really good condition, so being as careful as I can. So here we have a Doom 2099 number 4 right here with this really cool cover, and it might be the first appearance of Tiger Wilde. I'm not sure. It's the kind of thing that Key Collector wouldn't even know, because these are not crazy expensive books. They're books from my childhood that I loved. Oh man, this cover. Dude, this cover brings back memories. It really does. So we've got Doom 2099 number 2 right there. It's just a super cool cover. Like, look at that cover. And that'd be the second appearance of Doom 2099. And here we are. And those pictures did it justice, my man. This is definitely going to CGC. It is going. That is beautiful. Like, I haven't pulled it out and looked at the back, but it's a, sorry. I always do that. I stare off at the books. It's a Doom 2099 number 1, the foil, and it's just one of my favorite characters as a kid. We're gonna put this one over here by itself, because that's going to CGC. He told me, he was like, actually have I have another book too, and so he kind of sent me like just a free book, and that is actually, like, I remember this one too. This is so cool, and it's number 2. It's Punisher 2099. Sorry, I'm so like in love with the books, I can't even talk. It's Punisher 2099 number 2, so that'd be the second appearance of Punisher 2099. And oh my gosh, look at this cover. That is popping off. And it's the first appearance of Fever. It's Doom 2099 number 5. Again, not something you're gonna find on Key Collector. They don't care about my favorite books. It's okay. It's okay. And then these two, and man, like, these are all. What's great about the fact that he had these is he has the books that are the hardest to find in high grade, and they're in good condition too. So it's a Doom 2099 number 25, and it's a foil. They did this on all of the and it's also a pop out too. like he's kind of popped out of the front of it. And they did this on all the number 25s for the books, where they had this silver and the silver number 25. So it was kind of like classic 90s 2099 style. And then they had this one. He had this one. This one's super cool. I don't know, like, I'd almost want to get this one CGC too, just so it's in a case and super protected. It's so crispy looking, and it's got one of those really nice foil covers that just, you know what I'm saying, it's probably a 9.8. Like, looking at it, it's in great condition. But this is number 29. There's like a special foil cover. I just think it's the coolest cover too. Like, Doom 2099 went to the Washington Monument and cut his own head in like he was a president, because at the time he was. It was a really good run too. Like, that's one thing too, to Gone to Time, but at least I have heard this, a lot of people do say that's one of the better runs from the mid-90s, is that Doom 2099 run. Obviously Spider-Man 2099, my favorite character, but a lot of people say that's the better run from the 2099. And it's, in a way, it's hard to argue them. Having reread a lot of it, is it's definitely the more adult character. Like, Miguel O'Hara was hit me right at that sweet spot at that age, you know. But Doom, rereading Doom 2099 as an adult, it's actually like a really good run, man. Just really good character, really good run. Anyways, so that's what I had today, and that's what I got from the comic book shop, and that's what I got from Saw Marshall. And thanks, Saw Marshall. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. Remember, like, comment, subscribe for your chance to win the Suicide Squad #1, the first team appearance of all the characters that I mentioned before. And if you guys do like this kind of content and you want to help me out, click the link below and shop on my eBay store. Alright guys, we'll see you tomorrow for another review, and have a great night, okay?